from the Latin American grocery store. Well, another video. So the Latin American grocery stores used to allow you to take a grocery basket home if you wanted to. And sometimes homeless people would consider the grocery basket, they would call that their house. Or they would use that to transport all their belongings. Wow. They would use that to transport all their belongings. So El Numero Uno and what's the other one? El Numero Uno and a few other the Latin grocery stores in South Central LA. I lived in South Central LA. And guess how many times I went to Compton? About maybe about a couple of times, twice. All the time I've been in LA, I only been to Compton, but like twice. But I briefly lived in Long Beach at that transitional housing, and you know, but I would go to the beach in Santa Monica all the time, or go to Venice Beach all the time. I went to Playa del Rey a few times. I love to get on that metro link to go to Oceanside or San Clemente, and the beach at Oceanside remind me so much of here of Pensacola, except the it didn't have white sand. They had ugly brown or golden brown color sand. But the further Southern California you go, that's the cleaner the beaches are. And then Santa Monica and Venice beaches started to get kind of dirty and more polluted, and they had a lot of drought and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm hearing about all these disasters and blackouts and all that. But yeah, as I said, when they started gang stalking and perping me, that's when Mr. Sam acted like he didn't want to fix nothing. He would gaslight and play psychological games. They were hitting me with energy weapons so bad I couldn't stay in there. I was like, well, I got to be forced to simulate homelessness because it's like I got to prepare myself in advance to be homeless because it don't look like I'll be able to stay here for long because they have noise campaigns and illegal Mexicans in the neighborhood. If I tell them that loud music at 12 o'clock in the midnight, that they're blaring super loud music and it's bothering me, then they will make threat. One time, an illegal Mexican threatened to shoot me for asking him to turn his music down. And so they blast music loud enough that you can not only hear but also feel it. And I would walk around. Sometimes it would be quiet like it is now, and I would hear was saying like low frequency noise, but it would be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's blasting music. So even then, in Los Angeles and Greenville, South Carolina, I would go outside and walk. You know, walk at least 3 hours at night trying to figure out where is this noise coming from, or why does it feel like every cell in my body is being vibrated. And I did not know at the time that it was directed energy weapons. And people were saying, as I said, I believe Aaliyah was a targeted individual. And they said that she was being hit with directed energy weapons, and they had chemtrails mocking her death in her fucking Rock the Boat video. Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Tupac were targeted individuals. And I heard Janet Jackson was a fucking gang stalker. Yeah, I heard about Janet Jackson gang stalking people. I have to go find those sources though. But I do remember that diagram when they drowned Whitney Houston in the doggone bathtub. When they drowned Whitney Houston in the bathtub, I remember seeing they. I heard that uh, they drowned her in the bathtub and attacked her with directed energy weapons to make sure the sacrifice was successful and complete and make sure she was fucking dead. And I heard that they tried to get her daughter, Bobby Christina. They tried to get Bobby Christina first. And I heard that she was too strong and fought them off because I guess she was younger. And maybe, I heard that the handlers were drugging Whitney Houston, and Ray J was Whitney Houston's MK Ultra handler, and Ray J was being used as a pawn to supply Whitney Houston with drugs. And I heard Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown were on drugs. So they meant to sacrifice Bobby Christina first, and they eventually got her later on. So even though it happened years later, Whitney Houston and Aaliyah, like their deaths are kind of interconnected. And then I think Aaliyah was supposed to be Sparkle in that movie Sparkle, and I never saw that movie. And I heard that she was supposed to be Jessica Alba's character in Honey. I think I do remember seeing Honey, but I don't remember too much about it. And then I heard You Got Served was somewhat based off of Aaliyah too, because um was it Jennifer Freeman's character named Leah or something like that? And then punk ass Marcus Houston, I think his name was Elgin or some shit like that, like trying to copy off of Genuine and all that. And You Got Served with B2K and Marcus Houston, and B2K and Marcus Houston. You know, so and I believe Raz B and Quentin Tarver and his cousin Darius Tarver were targeted individuals, being gang stalked until their death. And Raz B, I believe, was a target individual. I think he's targeted, but I don't know. I think he got compromised because Quentin Tarver's death day, Raz B didn't even acknowledge it, but all he did was brag about his $3 million deal, which didn't seem like a lot of money for somebody who's been famous for a long time. But he was bragging about a $3 million deal. But they trying to make Darius Tarver out to look so fucking like Quentin Tarver's cousin. They're trying to make him out to look super like as if he was crazy and mentally disturbed and off his meds, and he got shot and killed by the police somewhere in Texas, because Quentin Tarver's from Texas. And so both Quentin and his cousin Darius Tarver gone. And so before Quentin died in the car accident, Raz B and Monique Slaughter, Lil Fizz baby mama. I don't like that phrase, baby mama. But Monique Slaughter and Lil Fizz, Monique Slaughter did a live stream on, I guess, on Instagram with Raz B exposing Chris Stokes, and which is Raz B's cousin. So after that, shortly before Quentin died, or maybe it was a few months before, and then right after Quentin Tarver died, like a week later, then the rapper DMX died. He got killed, covertly murdered, and DMX was a targeted individual. I heard they try to mold DMX to be the next Tupac, or try to get him to replace Tupac or something. But people were saying that Aaliyah and Tupac were supposed to be what Beyonce and Jay Z are now today. What Beyonce and Jay Z are today was supposed to be Aaliyah and Tupac. Some people were saying that, but I don't know if that was true or not. But they wanted Aaliyah and Tupac to reign as the Illuminati New World Order king and queens of the hip hop industry. But now who you see. You don't even see Rihanna in the spotlight no more. What the hell happened to Rihanna? She was in the spotlight for a long time. But I just heard she had a baby with ASAP Rocky or whoever, you know. I don't keep up with them that much no more really. I never did like Rihanna's music ever. But I heard about stories about Rihanna gang stalking people too. And people talk about Rihanna being a high level voodoo witch and stuff, you know, that she put voodoo on Chris Brown. And they said Chris Brown was a doggone targeted individual, but he got suckered back in. He tried to fight against the entertainment industry, you know, so it's like, I guess, like they said that R. Kelly, sicko R. Kelly, was protected with the entertainment industry. And then once he tried to ask for his rights back for his music, that's when they came after him. And that's the real reason why he locked up. They used everything he did as a weapon against him, and they locked him up. And now he being, you know, people say he should have been locked up and punished a long time ago, but he was protected all these years. As I said, they made like Aaliyah was the bad person. She was an underage kid. She was a young ass kid, you know, and they had us brainwashed to look at her bad, and she was being trafficked. And kind of find out he was the bad person. We were too young to even realize, you know, we just blindly believed the mainstream media. Everything, the focus was on Aaliyah. Oh, she married R. Kelly, whatever. But they kept on attacking her and making her look bad. And people were calling her names like slut and whore and all. You know, fast, hot, whatever. And then, come to find out, they say that she was the more modest, one of the more modest people in the industry. And she herself said that she didn't have to, you know, dress skimpy or sleazy or show nakedness in order to sell records. And I heard that that made the Illuminati mad too. Or that was like a big fuck you to the Illuminati. And she refused to join them. And if you hear about China Ann McClain, uh, I forgot what's the name of the TV show she was on. I never watched China Ann McClain, but I heard about her turning to Jesus Christ and exposing the entertainment industry. China Ann McClain. I forgot what TV show she used to be on. But she tried to break away from the industry, and she did a video breaking down and crying. You know, her parents put her in the doggone industry, and I don't know if she's targeted now. But as I say, this stuff is doggone real, and y'all laugh at this. Y'all laugh at this. You know, and I don't know if you, I mean, I was younger and didn't know any better and doing and saying stuff out of ignorance. And they must be really mad at me because they're causing me a real bad, they hit me with energy weapons and causing my whole head to hurt from front to back. Oh, my head is hurting. It's just a random sudden headache. You know, I've talked about some of this stuff before. You know, I'm just freaking rambling on. You know, as I said, they're trying to get me. Like, you bastards really want me to join the Illuminati? Y'all, I thought I was undesirable and so unwanted. What? It's after doggone. It's 3:14 right now. Well, I don't know if I'll get any sleep, but let me try to upload these videos, then try to go to bed. Well, ain't no bed because I got this stuff. Like, who the hell would want to sleep like this by choice? And then turn around and say that Candy wants to live in luxury. I mean, y'all need to make up y'all mind. I mean, as I said, the directed energy weapons and neighbor harassment and abuse of neighbors and landlords and you know, abuse from neighbors and landlords, and I mean, I was even being abused and gang stalked even in Greenville, South Carolina. They try to run me out of that place too, hit me with energy weapons. But then when I got to Jefferson, Louisiana, part of New Orleans, oh, the direct energy weapons had me in in the emergency room so many times. I thought they were really. It seemed like they were really trying to kill me with the direct energy weapons. I almost thought I wasn't gonna make it in freaking 2017. Going to the emergency room on me and my twin sisters. How old we turn? 2017. I think we turned 34. And people say if you shit out blood, then you got to go to the emergency room immediately. And I was treated with abuse on my own and in the emergency room on my 34th birthday. And that's when I heard about Hurricane Harvey in Houston, Texas. So I should be sleeping right now. But me being angry about what I saw. See, this noise making me feel unsafe. Hold up. Who the hell would deliberately put themselves in a predicament like, I mean, I thought you would know your twin sister better than this. That's why I feel like I know you part of the gang star, you part of the damn program. I thought that you would know me better than this. Hold up. Do y'all hear that? And it's starting to get cloudy. I heard it's supposed to rain later on. But who the hell would put themselves out there on the streets just for attention and to try to get luxury and then trying to falsely say Candy is covetous and stuff? So I don't know if is that firecrackers or what? No, no, I don't know if it's firecrackers, gunshots, or what other kind of noise is that. But it's scaring me. It's really scaring me. But y'all have to be a reprobate kind of cold fucking society for the fact that if a person would not care about me being sex trafficked. And I didn't even get to yet watch the videos of my twin sister wishing me a happy birthday. But I mean, as I said, everything she does is fake and for show. So that's why I felt like, well, I didn't know whether or not to take her seriously. And I never once said in that video that, oh, I'm ungrateful or I'm not happy with this or none of that. All I was saying was, I wasn't sure whether or not to take her seriously because of what happened with, and she using projection because I think she got mad at me because she's fucking guilty of what she did to me. But as I said, you that cold that you gonna leave your own fucking twin sister to die in this gang stalking program, and you would rather be loyal to the system than to protect and defend and go to bat for and show emotional support for your own twin sister. That's one thing that would help heal my fucking mental health. But now you want me to stay out there in the elements and to be looked at as just fucking crazy. As I said, I don't know what this is, but that whatever popping noise is making me feel unsafe. So it's been 3 hours, just about 3 hours since I've been filming. But of course, it's split up into freaking sections. But I mean, I don't know how much space my phone is taking up, but I guess it might be time for me to go now.